Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a tutorial type thing on this makeup look right here. So this is a collaboration with Unico MUA. Once again, we did a collaboration nearly a year ago now. So we decided to team up again, make another video together. We are both getting married next year, which is so exciting, like 2018, and we wanted to do something that was like fun, kind of relatable to the wedding, Valentine's Day coming up, just something give someone inspiration for their wedding makeup. So this is what I went with. This is the kind of nighttime glam look, and Unico is doing a daytime look. So this is what I came up with for like a classic vintage pin-up kind of bride. So I just took my hair out of a ponytail, did sweet all with it. But this is the makeup look I came up with, and if you want to see how I did it, please keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to get started by doing my skincare. So I'm taking the Clinique Step 2 Clarifying Lotion. This is for dry combination skin because I'm dry around the outside of my face and I'm relatively, like, I get a bit of oil on the T-zone of my face. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on a cotton swab and I'm just going to wipe that all over. Okay, so next I'm taking the Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions All Over Clearing Treatment. So I've been using this lately because I don't know what's going on with my skin, but it has just gone to the shit house and it is horrible. I don't even want to deal with it. So I'm just applying that all over. So this is a treatment, but it's also a moisturizer and it's gentle enough to use daily. Okay, so next I'm going to take the Toothpaste Hangover Primer Replenishing Face Primer. I'm going to take about 1.5 pumps of that just onto my finger and I'm going to rub that in as well. Okay, so I'm just going to let this dry, but I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fix Foundation in NC15. It's one of the lightest shades. This just gives me enough color so that I don't look completely washed out, but it's really good coverage as well. So I've got about 3 pumps of that on my hand, and I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Okay, so now I'm taking a little bit of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and combining that with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of both under the eyes. I use this one because it adds a little bit of extra coverage because it's like the same color as my skin. And then I use the Fit Me to brighten a little bit as well. So that was the Naked Skin Concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me. So this is in the shade Fair. And just combine those two together, just gives it a little bit of a brighter finish. And then blend that in. Okay, so now that I've got the coverage built up to where I want it to be, because for me, full coverage is really important, especially like it will be on my wedding day, to ensure that really flawless finish on the skin and just give a little bit of radiance to the skin as well. That one little pimple, oh, it's driving me mad. Okay, so now I am taking the RCMA No Color Powder. I've actually got it just in my broken Laura Mercier translucent powder tin, and I'm just going to set under my eyes. There's a hair stuck maybe. I always like to set down my nose a little bit on the center of my forehead and then next to my nose and on my chin as well, just because that's where I find later in the day where my makeup is getting a little bit oily, or I've got like smile lines in those areas. So I just want to ensure that that sets and I don't have any lines and creases there later in the day. So now I'm just taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the shade Natural and my Real Techniques powder brush. I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this. Okay, so now that the rest of my face is set, I'm ready to go in with my bronzer just to put a little bit of color back into my face. So I'm taking my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit and my Zoeva Luxe Face Definer brush, which is filthy at the moment, but hey, I'm the only one using it. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks. So I'm not going to do any like contouring of sort for this look because I want it to be quite soft. So just giving the face a little bit of color again. Okay, so that just adds a little bit of dimension back to my face and just gives me a little bit of color. So now I'm going to go in with my Becca Jaclyn Hill palette and take the shade, it wants to open, the shade in the middle here. So that is Amaretto, and I'm just going to take that on my cheek finish brush by Zoeva and just put a little bit of that color through my cheek. Okay, so sticking to this palette, I'm just going to take a little bit of these two highlighting shades and put that on the tops of my cheekbones, on my nose, just to highlight a little bit. Cupid's bow. And then again, just in the little brow arches, because once I fill my brows in, that'll be a nice little definition point. Okay, so putting that away, and now I'm going to put a little bit of color into my eyes. So I'm doing something pretty classic today, like I'm sticking to the classic, like vintage almost bride. So I'm just going to use my Toothpaste Christmas in New York palette and take my Zoeva Soft Definer brush. So that's very similar to the MAC 217. And I'm just going to take this I don't know how to say it, this second one here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on this brush and I'm just going to blend that into the crease a little bit. So just taking another little brush, this is the Defined Crease brush. I'm just going to take the shade called Coconut and just put that on the lid of my eye just to lighten that up a little bit. And then just take the original brush and just blend those two colors together. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Gel Liner and a Bridal Tools 760 brush. Okay, so for me this is like the perfect little brush to get a very precise winged liner. So I'm just going to dip some product on the brush there, and I'm just going to go in and put a very small, like, classic wing in. Okay, so that's just the little wing that I'm going to go with. Just putting the lid back on that so it doesn't dry out. Now I'm just going to put on a little bit of my Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. So this one is quite, it's an odd, like, whoa, I so did that wrong. What the fuck am I doing? It's a funny brush. It's very, like, chubby, and it does collect quite a lot of product. So what I like to do is just, like, scrape it off back into the tube so that there's not so much product clumped on the little bristles. And then I'm just going to go in and coat my lashes. So for this look, I really want to focus just on the top lashes. I want my eyes to be like kind of more doe-eyed, so just applying mascara to the top lashes, not the bottom lashes. So if you do manage to get a little bit on your bottom lashes there, what I like to do while it's still wet is just pinch it off, and it'll come off on your fingers, but then you can just wipe it on a like washer or piece of tissue or whatever, just to remove it from that bottom lash line, just so that you get that really open-eyed look just in the top lashes. So now I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. So this is a white pencil. I'm just going to run that along my bottom lash line just to add to the open-eyed effect. The little bit of that white pencil on the lower lash line just helps to open them up a little bit. So now I'm going to draw my eyebrows in. So I just like to brush the hairs up first, just so that they are all in one direction, and it makes it easier to fill in that bottom line. So taking the Chi Chi Brow Pomade in Taupe and this Sephora brush that just came with a palette, I'll use this end of it. It looks like the little eyeliner end, and then it's got a little fluffy end at the other one, but I just use this end. Just dipping a bit of the pomade on that, and I'm just going to go in underneath and start filling out that bottom line of my brows. Saw this thing that someone had posted on Instagram, and it was, your eyebrows are meant to be sisters, not twins, and then the caption was, mine aren't even friends at the moment, because they were both like so different. It was hilarious. I loved it. Okay, that's pretty close to good. I'm really particular with my eyebrows, so normally I don't have to go back in and carve out where like the line of them should be, because I take my time, go in, do them slowly, make sure that they are exactly how I want them. So now I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna give my eyes for a break for a minute, because they are like sensitive and watering like crazy. So I might put my lipstick on and then come back and do my false lashes. So the lipstick I'm going to use for this classic bride look today is the Toothpaste Melted Matte in the shade Lady Balls. So this is like the most true red lipstick you can find, and it's beautiful. Okay, so that is the lipstick on. I love the idea of like being really adventurous with my makeup and stuff on my wedding day, and doing a bold lip like this and being like the classic vintage bride, but honestly, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my makeup on my wedding day yet, honestly, but I just thought I'd be adventurous for this video because some people love that really classic vintage pinup style bride and need some inspiration. So this is something that I am going to do just for this video. So now I'm taking my Model Rock Lashes 212. This is a set that I have worn before, so I'm just going to prep these to put them on, and I'm just taking the Ardell Lash Grip Eyelash Adhesive and just let that get a little bit tacky, and then I can apply it. I really like this. Just wait for the glue to dry. Oh, it sucks having such sensitive eyes. Oh my gosh, it's doing my head in. My eyes water from the edges. So normally when my eyes water, I take a clean little brush, something like with a flat top that I can press the product down into the corner, and I just fill in where my eyes have watered and the product has come off. And then you wouldn't even know that my eyes were watering. This is the finished makeup look. I've done nothing with my hair, I just took it out of a ponytail. So this is like the classic vintage bride that I wish I was brave enough to do on my wedding day, so I'm doing it today. And it's like something that you can do for like Valentine's Day, go on a cute date. Like this would even be great for like an engagement party. You can make a statement on your engagement party, go a little bit more subtle at the wedding. So that would be something like that I would do. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video and the collab with Unico. Once again, she is absolutely beautiful and we are both so excited to be getting married. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.